Welcome everybody. We are in session 1 of our class, and as you can see on my Skype window, we have a couple of groups. So group 0920 2016 online is where we are right now, and it's quite a big one because we delayed a little bit the beginning of that class. So instead of 3 months time period, so we started that one in 4 months. Statistically, I can tell you that after first 3 sessions, you would decide if you're going to stay in the class. Statistically, maybe 30% decide not to continue, so it is going to be a smaller group. Then we have Extra 2016. It's a big group of 300 people. Skype doesn't allow more than 300. So here are people who are repeating the class. Some of them are working, some of them are repeating it like, I don't know, 5th or 10th time. We do not limit you in your kind of interest in repeating the class. So if you want to be there, you are there. And then I just started new class, which is a group, which is Extra 2017, which is not big, it's 44 people yet, because that 2016 was kind of didn't accept more people. So we might have sometimes quite a few people in the classroom, but my experience is that Extra 2017, 16. Maybe 5-10 people would normally come. So most of the people in the classroom are people who are in the new group. But again, you have that privilege. It's given. So for as long as we teach that class, you can repeat the class. So we've got so many yeses, and I don't know what exactly you wanted to say by that. Maybe you answered my question. So we have 211 people. Okay, good. And definitely we are not going to respond to people who are trying to call. Guys, if you can hear me, never ever call to the class when after the class begins, okay? So it makes no sense. Okay, so let's move on. So again, I said welcome to the new class, and hopefully you understand how it works. But again, as I repeated, you have 3 sessions, no obligations. So you just look at yourself, look at the class, make sure you are able to commit enough time to benefit from the class, and if you want to be in session 4 of that class, so then you will pay tuition. We will tell you how to do that, and so then we will move you to another group. I will create another group, and we move to the new group people who pay the tuition. So we control the payments, and whoever pays the tuition, we move them to another group. And we also have I'm not sure, 9-10 people who are winners of the video competition which we had on our Silicon Valley Voice YouTube channel. So as participants and winners of the competition, so they don't have to pay anything, so they are participating in the class as winners. I want you to understand one thing, one limitation in that. After you pay your tuition, okay? After you pay your tuition, it is not refundable anymore. So we will give you access to lots of password protected areas, okay? And it is very common for services delivered in form of webinars delivered online. So it's not refundable. We cannot count how many sessions you attended or not. So since after you pay the tuition, you pay the tuition. So think about what you are doing. Then one more thing, I noticed in your conversations prior to the class that some of you are local to Silicon Valley. We do not allow local people to go to the class. I mean, again, you are welcome to stay for 3 sessions. Definitely, no charge, no problem. But if you are local, we do not want you to be exposed to trouble, because on the local job market you will be competing with people who are much stronger. Technically, people who go to internships, and so really we don't want that kind of competition here. So you cannot continue beyond session number 3. Now, what else? We are moving the online class from one umbrella under another umbrella. So originally, I mean, for the 5 years, it was done under Portnoy Computer School, and then we have a consulting company as well. And the online class will be, technically speaking, belonging to the consulting company. There are many reasons why we have to do that. It really results in no difference to you. I mean, I don't think you will see any difference, but we will use different website, and we are working on moving all the resources, or let's say creating a copy of all the resources on that new website and so on, which is very minor stuff, but just I want you to know, because, for example, if you look at my browser, it goes to www.lasth.com online home, not portnoy.com online home, the one we gave you before the class. But when we go to the class, so it's lasth.com, and it stands for Los Altos Software Testing House, which is our corporation, where the class is going to be delivered from. Okay, I don't think there is any difference to you. Okay, but the intent was not to create any difference, just a technicality. What else? After third session, we will create another group in Skype, just for socializing. So one group optional, okay, where you socialize or don't socialize, and one group where we are right now. We do not socialize here. We do not say hi. We do not share where we are on the map, and so on. So we keep it clean, and also it is a very irritating factor to people who want to take the class, and it keeps beeping, in their phones anytime someone comes with a socializing type of message. So it's a big time distraction. You can say that you can actually sign off the notification. You can say, okay, no notifications anymore, but not everybody knows how to do it. I can show you if you wish at some point. So, and we have Christina in that group, and she introduced herself already. I'm not sure she is with us right now, because she provides 24 hours communication in the group. So I do that from Silicon Valley, and Christina is geographically located in Moscow. So it's 4 a.m. in Moscow. I don't think she's here, but if you look at the list of group members, and then you go to K, probably the next one. Yes, Christina. On the left, Christina, and then you have her Skype, and she is in the group. You just double click on that, and you can write to her directly. So she might and she will answer your questions directly. Okay. I think we are pretty much done. Any questions, guys? If you have any questions, just write them down. Yeah, some people join us from Kyiv. You could watch the recording of that. So there will be recording. But again, if you are excited, to join us, we have people from all over the world normally. Not a lot, but we have not many. We have people from Israel sometimes. Could be Europe, could be Vietnam, could be God knows UK. Southern California is perfectly fine. Los Angeles, San Diego, Orange County, even Sacramento is fine, which is just 2 hours drive from us, but Sacramento is fine. Where we can find the recording? It's a good question. It is a very good question. So let's take a look at that group, which I did show you. Okay, LASTH online home. Let me send the link to you. Here is the link, and let me send it to extra group just in case. And extra 17th. Let me send it there. So here is the link where the page where we keep talking about. Well, we're going to use that page in first 3 sessions. Then it will be another page. First 3 sessions. So in that we have session 1. Session 1 is what we are doing right now. And the most recent recording here comes from a previous class. So previous class started on May 10th, this year. And that is the recording of the previous class, which you might watch if you want to. I mean, it takes 1 hour. Then you have the homework assignment, and I did send to the group how to prepare to the class. So you watch the video, you learn answers to the questions, you take the quiz, watch James Back video, and then come to the class prepared, and then we will do similar thing here. And the recording will be next to that one. It will be next to that one. So how to find recorded sessions, just right here. And then it's going to be another page, and another page will be working in exact same way. So you go to session 1, you will see recording of session 1. You go to session 2, you will see recording of session 2. Okay? Let me see if we've got more questions. People who live in San Francisco, you cannot be in online class because you're going to look for a job in the exact same job market. So your positioning is going to be very weak. So San Francisco, Bay Area. So I mean, we have lots of students from San Francisco in our classes, so it is considered to be local. Can we make direct messages to out of live class? Direct messages to out of live class. I don't know what you meant really. Could you send the homework assignment again? We will talk about it. Don't worry. We'll talk about it. How is practicum going to be done? We have Christina supporting the process from Russia. So she will be going through your practical things. How is QA market in Boston? I would say it's pretty good everywhere. I mean, Boston is one of the best places. But honestly, anytime you are outside of Silicon Valley, you are in better position than Silicon Valley itself. We have biggest market here locally, and at the same time we have the biggest supply here. So demand-supply ratio is the worst here, where I am. So any place outside of here, so let's say Boston, New Jersey, New York, Chicago, Miami is a very good place, Los Angeles, Seattle, Portland, Denver. So all those areas are doing very well. how to see your old year sessions. When you get beyond session number 3, so when you get access to the password protected areas, you will have access to all the recordings we have. We have hundreds and hundreds of hours actually. What we videotape in our classrooms could be 200 hours, and then we have full record of the previous classes. But I don't think we really need that full record really. But again, if you are in a class and you pay the tuition, you get access to whatever is beyond. Once we pay, we do get access to the rest of the session, or one by one. Well, you get access to the classes we were doing before. So definitely you can get all 40 sessions right away. But what we teach here, so will show up one by one. I mean, it would naturally show one by one. Okay, but yes, you will have access to the complete course, sure. Who will teach us after 3 trial sessions? We have 40 sessions here. 40 sessions. 20 sessions are in QA, and another 20 are in mobile applications testing, and a couple of projects we will do with you. So you need to put projects in your resume. So that is what it is. So if you look at that list here, yeah. Here at the top you will see 20 sessions where we might deviate a little bit, but it is pretty much what we teach here. So out of 20 sessions which I teach all 20 here. 5 last sessions, 5, are pretty much devoted to job market, how to get a job. So first 15 are purely about QA, other 5 are about job market. So, and another 20 are done by two more people. Okay, more questions. Is the QA market good in Seattle? Seattle is a very good place. Someone is probably trying to connect to the class and it fails. I don't know what to say, guys. We have a couple of hundred people who connected, successfully. So I don't know what to say. What type of certification we will have? Get real, okay? You will get certificate of completion, which is kind of piece of paper, and it is not a door opener. Means a door, doors to the company. You will get a job because of the projects, because of the knowledge, because of your resume. But the last thing anybody cares about is any certificate of that type. And we do not do certification. We are not a certification body. We are not Cisco. We are not Microsoft. We do not certify anybody. We give you certificate of completion. Yes, sure. But again, it's not why you here. So now, sorry, can we send direct messages to you out of live class? I mean, if I have homework question, you send that message to Christina, not to me personally. You send it to Christina. The link doesn't open. What do you mean? Let me go there. Yeah, it opens. What can I say? Maybe you want to try another browser. I don't know. Maybe if you are trying to connect from overseas, from Russia or Ukraine, I don't know, they might not allow you, and then you would need to use a proxy server. So then maybe that way. Okay. Okay. How difficult to find telecommute position after online classes? I don't think it's an easy task. Remote jobs exist, but from my experience, the more skills you have, the easier it will be to get one. So if you have just classes, I'm not sure really. I know people who handle that really. I know people who did that, but I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying the chances are very good. San Diego is very good. Are you going to teach us automation testing? We have recordings of automated testing. We have recordings of Selenium with Python. I mean, real good one, 20 hours. And we had just recorded a few weeks ago. And we have Selenium with Java, which is a little bit older. We do have recordings of SQL. We do not teach that in our online class. Do you suggest to take any additional exams, like some sort of QA certificates? I don't. I don't know any certification which really helps. Is knowledge of Java? Knowledge of Java is nice. It is not must, but definitely it's good. Can you help to find internship in Atlanta? We cannot do anything in Atlanta, but if you want to come to Silicon Valley, we can place you here for an internship. It comes at an additional cost. It costs $1,000, and we will place you. Yes, yeah, we can do it. Sound sometimes gone. I don't know what to say. Tell you. Internship options. I mentioned that. Do I have this problem only? Maybe. Test automation. Okay, same questions. I know people come to your school to take a class from other states. What would be a good reason to take a real class instead of online class? Some people do not feel they are disciplined enough to stay focused. Honestly, myself, I wouldn't be able to do it online. I have so many distractions in my life. I really cannot focus. I mean, you have to really be desperate to focus. So I'm not an well-organized person myself. Number one. Number two, they believe it will give them more skills, which is true. They want to go for an internship. We just started to offer internships to online students. Let's say 3-4 months ago, we started to do that. Prior to that, we were not capable of doing that. So some people come because they believe in it. I don't know. Chicago is a good. Las Vegas is not real good, but it's not empty kind of. I know people who got jobs in Las Vegas. Definitely, it is not as technical as let's say Los Angeles or San Diego or Chicago. Orlando or Tampa. Tampa is better to me. Canada, Vancouver. Yeah, we've got lots of people here from Vancouver. Not in online class, but actually they were coming from Vancouver. I think maybe over 40 people. Not recently, but we used to have a lot. Are we going to work with PM individually, or it will be a group session? It will be a group session. PM, what's PM? I don't know. When you work with Christina, so it might be individual, it might be a small group. It depends what exactly the issue is. Project is a group. So when you come to this session, which is a project session, so you will work with an instructor there, let's say project manager, and then you will do individually lots of things, and under the supervision. But again, it is not going to be one-on-one. I mean, really, we cannot do that. Would we get enough knowledge to pass ISTQB exam? I have no idea about that stuff, and there is just one thing I can tell you: you don't need it. I mean, why in the world you would take that exam? In US, it makes no sense completely. I mean, if you are in Europe, I know it's popular there, but not in US. Okay, so guys, Let me see. HTML, JavaScript. We do have recordings. Bugzilla. We're going to use Bugzilla in our projects. Do we accept new students after teaching first 3? We might. It depends on. It's just case by case basis. We might. We do not have internships outside of Silicon Valley. Companies would normally pay, let's say, $15. If you come from outside, if you come from online class, so we are in agreement with a local company. So it is unpaid, it is 6 weeks, you're going to do 3 projects there, and they actually charge us for that. They have special room and they have special person, so they are incurring expenses. That is why it comes with a cost. Okay. Does Christina have her office hours or operating hours when she is going to be online? She is online most of the day. I mean, if she is not sleeping, so she is online. Washington, D.C. is good. Kansas City, we don't have much exposure there, but yeah, I know people there who got jobs there. How is the job market in Dallas and how? Okay, guys, it is not something I will answer you, but instead, let me do something instead so you can practice that. Let me go to dice.com. Dice.com. And in dice.com, I go to advanced search. You don't do it, guys. Just wait until I do that. Advanced. No. Okay. And I would say job title, let's say QA, let's say 7 days. And I will put, let's say Chicago zip code 60707. Okay. Let's go to Chicago now. Find jobs. So if you look at positions which have the word QA in the title, it comes with 36 jobs. But we will elaborate a little bit. We will say or QA or test. And it might easily double now. So 36 becomes 70, which is not bad. Okay. Or tester. Let's see, 70 becomes 82. Good. Or let's say SQA. I don't think it will bring much, but maybe a few more. 82 becomes 82. Forget about SQA. So QA tester, testing. Okay. 90. And there is one more very important keyword, which is quality. So find tech job. Okay. So guys, we have 95 positions here. Let me copy the URL. Copy. Okay. Send it to you as a group. And if you click on that link, don't do it now, but you click on that link, you come to that page, and then you replace the zip code with whatever you want. I mean, what could it be? I don't know. So you can even put the city. Let's say Los Angeles. Los Angeles, California. Good. So then, what's in there? 131 positions, so a little bit more than that. If I put Silicon Valley here, let's say 94040, which is the Mountain View, the center of Silicon Valley, 352. So you can compare the number of positions. But again, I told you we have maybe 20 times more people than in Chicago or Los Angeles or any other area. If I say, what did they ask me? Kansas City. Okay, what do we have in Kansas City? I don't know. 18 jobs within 7 days. So it's not empty. Okay, guys. Oh, wow. Let me see. Go back. So, guys, are we okay with that stuff? No, I'm not going to do your zip code, really. I gave you the link. So if you care about Los Angeles area, so then you go and look. I gave you the link. Will we do white box testing? No, we are teaching you black box testing. We cannot teach you white box. It will take forever, and really it's not our business. So we specialize in black box. It is fast, and so you learn enough to get a job. Let's go and get a job. If you want white box testing, so then either go to college and learn programming languages, or start with black box testing and then learn programming languages. Now, guys, we have all the questions unrelated to what we are doing today. So, okay. Now, we are going back to the session, and I have to go to the quiz which you did, and we have a service. It's called Survey Monkey. Good. It is Survey Monkey. I go in there, and here is your quiz, SQA Basics. 188 people participated, which is very good. So let's take a look at the results, and I will comment on what you did here. So, what makes software QA career attractive to you? Okay, some people say it allows me to make more money, 21%. It is not what you say when you go to an interview. We are preparing you to the interview. So when we ask you what makes QA attractive to you, means you come to an interview and they ask you. So you don't mention money. I mean, money is important, but let's say doctors make good money. But if you ask doctors what they like in their profession, so they will not tell you I like money. They will tell you I like to help people. Out of all the professions where they can help people and make good money, they decided to be doctors, but it's not the primary motivation. So it works against you if you do that at the time of interview. QA jobs are more safe, they're safer. Not really. It's not true. I don't know what you are doing. Maybe if you work in a dynamite factory, maybe, but otherwise it is not. I enjoy working in a high-tech environment. Environment is good. It employs my natural talent and passion for perfection. It's kind of good if they believe you. I mean, it should be in your face as well. It's not just the words you say, but it is how you say that exactly. So it's also very important. Negative testing. So, wow, 95% of you are saying that negative testing is showing that software handles properly situations in which user acts not as user is supposed to act. Negative testing is not something which developers normally do. When we talk about why do we need testers if developers test their software anyway? Developers spend maybe 30, maybe 35, maybe 40% of their time testing what they develop. So why would they need testers? Because we're going to do negative testing. They will not. Same as regression testing. We also do regression testing. Good. So I like that answer. What is software testing? We've got 188 responses. Okay, let's go somewhere in the middle. The goal of software testing is finding errors in the programs for fixed problems. Finding errors. It is not. It is not. It is not the goal of software testing. We definitely run into errors when we do testing, but the primary focus of software testing is to make sure that software is up to the requirements. When developers create software, they have certain requirements. So making sure that requirements are implemented properly is the goal. But on the way of doing that, we definitely run into problems, and then we report them and we make sure they are fixed, but it's not the primary goal. The primary goal is making sure it is up to requirements. You might spend considerable time making sure it is up to requirements, and it is up to requirements, so you don't write any bug report. It doesn't mean you just wasted your time. It's a very valuable, investment of your time. Software testing reveals the differences between existing and required conditions. It is true for the entire development process through verification, validation, error detection. Well, I don't know what to say. It's not what I like, really. I want you to use your own words. Number one, no copy paste. When you go to an interview, there's going to be no copy paste possible. So either you know what you are saying or you don't know what you are saying. I mean, there is nothing in between. Software testing is the process of comparing expected results with actual results. What do you mean? Actual result and expected result are terms used in test cases. When we create test cases, we have expected result. When we execute test case, we get actual result, and we look if they are different or the same, and then we decide if test case failed or passed. The key word here is requirements. So you might say the expected results means requirements. Why would we expect something? Because it's a requirement. But since we speak the language of the profession, so software testing is the process of making sure that requirements are implemented properly. Okay. Process of analyzing software in order to detect the differences between existing and required conditions and to evaluate the features of the software. Okay, guys. When we look at your page, the online home page, and then we have the quiz, the questions and answers which we gave you to study. And it's very small here. Let me make it larger. And then it comes to software testing. So it says software testing is the process of analyzing the software in order to detect the differences between existing and required conditions. And when I see that answer in your response, so it makes me upset, because I don't want you to copy paste anything, really. It is not what we want. We want you to study that and to provide the answer yourself. Okay? To do it yourself. So anytime you do copy paste, you put yourself in the problem. You expose yourself to future problems, because when it comes to an interview, that's it. Process of analyzing software in order to detect. Same story. Same story. Okay. Same. Okay, guys, we want you to be able to do it yourself. I mean, if imagine you can take a piece of paper and really write it, so I would say it's fine. Okay. And definitely you don't want to do it in Russian. I mean, if you really want to get a job, you will not do it that way. I mean, really. It's not actually in your class. It was in July. Oh, we have leftovers from previous class. So you definitely don't want that garbage here. I have to clean it. Okay. So then you didn't have 188 then. So some other class contributed to that. Okay. Keep going. Let me see if we've got any messages there. Okay. What is software quality? Okay, software quality, good. And again, we did give you the answer, so we wanted to study that answer and do it. Customer satisfaction, how close software is to requirements. It is not what we teach you. It is not what we teach you. Let me show you one more resource to use, and that resource is here, portnow.com, forums. Actually, okay, forums. And then on the forums, we have software QA testing interview questions. Okay, sub forum. And we have here 20 plus common interview questions with elaborated answers. Elaborated means if you think about how to beat the competition, you want to come with more elaborated answer. So interview is not the place where you provide the right answer, the correct answer. Interview is the place where you beat the competition. So correct answer might not be enough to get a job. So what does it say? It says we have two different perspectives when we talk about software software quality. So we have consumer, and from consumer's perspective, it's about customer satisfaction. Quality of shoes is about customer satisfaction. Quality of automobile is about customer satisfaction. Quality of software is about consumer's perspective. But then, since we are in QA business, we have another perspective. From QA perspective, it's about software being up to requirements. We have two perspectives. If you want to beat the competition, if you want to get the job, learn it. Then people who are new to software testing believe that if software is perfectly up to the requirements, so the company is going to make money out of that software, which is not true. The company is going to make money if the requirements are good requirements. If your software is perfectly up to requirements which are not good, you're going to make no money. Actually, you're going to lose money. Then, what you also have to understand, inside the software company, we have multiple departments, multiple people with different roles. And some of them are looking at software quality from consumer perspective. If you talk to upper management, they don't care about requirements. They care about people buying software and liking the software. Salespeople, public relations, marketing, support, they all are viewing software quality from consumer perspective. So when you go to an interview and you talk about that stuff, so you talk about it from both perspectives. You say we have two perspectives. So and here we have one. Measurement of how close is actual software to expand. Okay. Measurement. Wait a second. Software quality. Measurement of how close is actual software to the intended product. Customer satisfaction. It has two. It doesn't have one. It has consumer perspective and QA perspective. So why would you come with one? I don't know. We gave you two. Bug-free, developed within time. That is not about software quality. That one is about quality software. Quality software and software quality are two different things. And that is what we are talking about here. It says quality software, not software quality. Quality software. Reasonably bug-free, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Guys, we have a problem with that question, really. Oh, okay, there are two perspectives. Consumer perspective and QA perspective. Good. Good. Very good. Okay, so next time you will do it right. Software quality assurance. What do we say there? Software quality assurance. is the process of monitoring and improving all activities associated with software development. So in quality assurance, we look at the entire cycle, entire process. We do not look just at source code. Is it working properly or not? We look at requirements. See, design, codes, testing, how do we test? How do we really implement it? Means install and train people, and when it comes to implementation at where people work. So the whole thing. Software quality assurance is not preventing errors. I mean, it is definitely, how to say, helping to prevent errors. It's true. If you improve the process of developing the software, it will have less errors. But it's not what software quality assurance is. What is that? Monitoring, improving activities associated with software development. Process of monitoring, improving, process. Monitoring, improving. Okay, you have to understand that we look in software quality assurance, we look at all the stages of software development. Because there might be a similar question. Yeah, what is the difference between software testing and software QA? So the difference is software testing looks at the code which you can run and find problems in that code. So testing is mainly an error detection process, means it's already there. What all you can do is to run into the problem. You know, in QA you can prevent the problem. It's not what it is. It's one of the properties. It results in prevention in some way. Okay. Okay. Keep going. What is black/white box testing? Basically, we might say, what is the difference between black and white box testing? We can put it that way. So black box testing is about people testing software from user perspective. So we do not see the code. We do not, even if we see the code, we don't care. So we test from user perspectives. Then white box testing is testing from developer perspective. So you work with the code, you find problems at the code level, you report problems at the code level. That is a different. Black box is which level has done without access to which level. When we have no idea of source code and we need to look source, we have used. It's not in English. I cannot really read that. Black box software testing is done without access to source code. Yeah, that one is copy paste. Okay. Access user side without seeing the code. Okay, one more thing here I want you to understand. It is not who exactly does the testing. Let's say black box. Okay, what is black box? Testing done from user perspective. No access to source code use. You might have that access, you just don't use it. It is not about who does that software testing. It's about how it is done. Black box is about how the testing is done. If you think about software developer, how software developer might also make sure the software is working. So he does it, pushes the button, the application runs, and then developer pretends to be a user. Developer makes sure that user can use it. So developers do lots of black box testing. I mean, most of the important testing they do is white box, definitely, from the source code. But you know what? Developers also are involved in black box testing. Okay, good. Keep going. Software development lifecycle. Why do we care about software development lifecycle? First of all, we are part of software development process. We test software, but we test software in parallel with developers developing software. So we participate in the entire life cycle, in the entire development life cycle. Yeah. So, and it starts with actually there are multiple pictures of that, but let's say it starts with business analysis. So use cases, then it gets into technical requirements, then it gets into design, and so on. So at each stage we do, let's say, might do, might not do something. So we have to understand the process. We have to understand the difference between agile development lifecycle and waterfall development lifecycle. I mean, the whole thing. So it will come eventually in our course, but software development lifecycle, the way we describe it is, okay, it's right here. It says, software development lifecycle is a conceptual model used in project management. Why project management? Because if you have stages, okay, stages, and then each stage comes with date it begins, date it should be done. It comes with resources. It comes with, I mean, budgets and different things. So then you can manage that stuff. So it says conceptual model used in project management that describes the stages involved in information system development, from initial feasibility study through maintenance. Maintenance is where software goes to people and, I mean, to users, and you just maintain it. And then you have a couple of links here to learn more about software development lifecycle, but that is management stuff. As soon as we run into stages, now we can manage. Yeah. Not us, so we are in QA, but we have to understand the development lifecycle. Okay, describe stages involved in information system development project. No, it doesn't describe anything. It doesn't describe the stages. It's a conceptual model. In the model, is this the model to describe? Not really. Some people would say, instead of defining what it is, they will start writing stages, stage by stage. Design, whatever, analysis, design, this and that. I'm just trying to see if anybody did it here. But the stages by itself are not really that much important. If you go to, let's say, you go to Google and you write here SDLC, for example. SDLC, and then I go to images here. And look how many pictures we have. So that is the simple one. Let me try to open it in a new tab. Yeah, look at that one. It says planning, defining, whatever they are defining, I don't know really. I don't know what they mean. Designing, so architecture. Building means development, coding. Testing, deployment. Deployment means they install, they train people, and they make sure it's running. That is one idea of software development lifecycle. It really depends where it happens. So if you look at that one, it says planning, analysis, design, development, integration and testing, implementation, maintenance. Okay. So, and I cannot say that one is better than another one, because they all are good, but they are all different. Look at that one. Investigation or feasibility study. Does it really make sense to do it? Analysis. So then business analysts are looking into which processes should be involved. Then system architect does the design. It's a very important role. Then we do development, testing. Lots of testing will be done in parallel actually. Implementation, maintenance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sometimes you might have a stage like demolition. Not you can call it demolition, or maybe another word, but you have to get rid of that system. Sometimes, guys, it's a big task of how to get rid of it and move to new version maybe, and so on. So we've got many different oh yeah, look at that one. It comes with more details here. Yeah, disposition. They call it disposition. Okay. Initiation, concept development, planning, requirements analysis, design, development, integration, implementation, operations, disposition. Huh? Look at that. So it's not about stages. When the question is what is software development lifecycle? It's a model, conceptual model. Okay. What is use case? Aha. So use case is a format. We tell you it's a format for where is that? Yeah. Use cases are used by business analysts as a format for specifying system requirements. So business analysis means they study how people work with that software, or how they will be working in the future with that software, and they describe each and every task. Let's say we work in, we need software for Wells Fargo Bank, okay, for tellers. And tellers are opening checking accounts and saving accounts, and they ask questions. So based on your answers, they communicate to the system. They type in the answers, you make choices, and you might put a little bit of money or a lot of money, and the account will be different. You might have just checking or checking and saving. You might be a student, so then there are certain differences on your account, and so on. If altogether we might have 57 different checking accounts, then we need 57 use cases. Each use case describes the communication. One more thing. Each use case describes communication between a user and a system in achieving a certain goal. So when we look at the entire collection of use cases, we know exactly what the system is about. It completely defines the future system. From the business standpoint, business analysts are not doing technical requirements. They are talking about business part of it. So business analysis, communication with user in future. I don't know what it says really. Completed business operation performed by user. It's a format. Use case is a format which is used by business analysts to create business requirements, basically. And use cases is a format for business requirements. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What is the difference between software testing and software quality assurance? Let's go somewhere. Software testing is mainly error detection. Again, copy-paste stuff. I don't like copy-paste stuff, really. Software testing is the process of detecting existing issues in the software. I like it. Software quality assurance is the process of preventing the appearance of any issues in the software. I mean, it results in preventing things, but it's not the process of prevention. You know, it's not the process of prevention. Testing is bug detection. QA is more preventative and aimed at, to create more product quality. Should be implemented pretty often throughout the software development. Well, software QA looks at the entire process. It's true. Testing looks at the code. True. That is true. And again, don't use the word prevention. I mean, it is preventative in nature. It's true. But what is software quality? It is not prevention. Quality assurance, by the way, what is quality assurance? So quality assurance was not born by software industry. You find quality assurance in manufacturing. You find quality assurance in pharmaceutical industry. So I mean, it has been in existence for many years. So, well, it's about making sure that the process is good, which is by nature it is preventative. Yes. Any more questions left? Yes. What is regression testing? So let me go somewhere in the middle. Retesting process of modified code to make sure that no new errors are present in new release. So when we do implementation, when developers are programming things, at some point, let's say there is a feature, and developers keep working on that feature, but at some point it's done. It's working, all the bugs are fixed, it is a perfectly working piece. So we don't do functionality testing anymore because it's done. But developers keep working, they keep developing new things. Now, by developing new things, they might naturally break something down. It happens. I mean, it happens a lot. So regression testing starts when the implementation is done. So we do the next step. We say, okay, so we are done with this, but what if it is broken? Or the way we say in our definition, so no new errors are present. It is a huge chunk of work done by testers, guys. Developers do not have resources to do regression testing. And imagine, let's say, I don't know, Amazon.com. Imagine how many changes are being made every day. Imagine how many opportunities exist for breaking things down. So that is where automation helps. Why everybody wants automation? Because you cannot have like thousands of people testing such a huge portal, on everyday basis. So definitely we need automation. So that is why automation is important. And regression testing is one of the best candidates for that. If we look at regression testing on the forum, look what it says. So it is a partial retesting of modified program. Why partial? Because we don't have enough time. So partial does not belong to regression. Partial belongs to real life, in which we do regression. We would rather do the complete retesting. We just don't have resources. So partial retesting of a modified program to make sure that no new errors were introduced while making changes to the code. And then we have a couple of things here. It should be done for each new release. Sure, anytime they change something, it comes to you. We do not have enough time to retest software completely, so risk analysis is involved. What is risk analysis? Which part of the software should be tested? So when we decide what to test and what not to test, we are kind of taking risks. It is second to release acceptance, most frequently executed test. Before software comes to you, to QA, for regression, it has to pass the release acceptance test. And the purpose of release acceptance test is to make sure that the building process, the compilation, while the software was compiled, so there was no compilation issues involved. So it's good enough to be tested. So then it goes to testers. Some releases will not pass the release acceptance test. Let's say if we have 100 releases and we have 100 release acceptance tests, so then maybe we have 70 releases tested for regression, because some were rejected. That is why regression is second to release acceptance most frequently executed test. Okay. So, and because of that, it is a very good candidate for automation. And then we are saying, never ever say things like, it is done after fixing a bug, because it's not true. It's done after getting a new release, after the code was modified, for whatever reason. Same story. After a feature was added, not really, after any possible modification. Making sure the bug was fixed. In some companies, they actually do use regression in that sense. They might, but it's not what we teach you here. And what we teach you here, you can look at that same way you would look at driving school. We have a big world, guys, and everywhere people are driving cars. But when you go to the driving school, they teach you the rules. So you might go to icy road, and it's one set of modifications. So you can go to Sahara Desert. It's another driving. You might go to mountains. You might drive under rain, heavy rain. It could be city, or it could be kind of country road. So it's all different, but the rules are the same. So we are teaching you the rules of the game. We are kind of licensing school here, okay? Driving school in software testing. And it is not about manual or automation. Some people say if it is manual, so it has to be manual or it has to be automated. It could be either manual or automated, so it doesn't matter. It could be black box or white box. Some people say regression is white box or regression is black box. Not really. Not really. It is irrelevant, okay? It has nothing to do with manual automated. It has nothing to do with black or white. Okay, we've done our quiz. So now, guys, let's take a look at what your homework is now. So we keep going to the session number 2. Session number 2. So what you do? You watch that video. It comes with PowerPoint. You watch few more things. Resume Builder is a web application. No, I'm sorry. It's a Windows application which we use in our class. If you have Mac, you cannot install it, but you can watch the videos anyway. So then the video is about graphic user interface standards. It's about how to find bugs in how the application looks like versus how it works. So it is limited to how it looks like. Now, you just go link by link, okay? And it actually tells you where to register. So register with QA Forums, register with UTest, and register with School Forum. Actually, lots of you already registered, so. And if it asks you the security questions, that is the answer, okay? That is the answer. Don't answer yourself. And then it has GUI test assignment, which is a real-life thing coming from Tolia, which is part of Oracle now. It was purchased by Oracle. And you look at that. Don't touch means don't type, don't click, just look at that. And by looking, find the problems you can find. So, and report the problems on the school forum. You register at that forum, you report it there. So, that is how you do the homework. And meanwhile, you will repeat the interview questions and answers. Same thing, but you will repeat it in the way which allows you to do it without looking anywhere, without making copy-paste, anything, just coming out of your brain. Then you take another survey. Okay, and then you keep doing what it does here. So that is the homework. And again, if you have questions, you write them to the group. But again, no socializing. Whatever is related to the matter, and then either myself or Christina will help you answering the questions. Whoever is available at that time. Okay. Any questions so far? Where we can find dialog box GUI checklist? Watch the video. Watch the video. I give you the checklist. It's my product. I did it for you. Okay. will you make a thread in the forum? You can make a thread. Just make it yourself. We already have a lot from previous groups as well. Where can we find answers for the second session interview question? What do you mean? It is same thing. I mean, really, we didn't change anything. So it says repeat questions and answers, and then do the survey. Session 2 has to be done to the Thursday. Yes, Thursday 7 p.m. 6 p.m. local time, California time. We will meet again. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Three times a week. Okay. Tell us about common stages in testing. Right now, common stages in testing. Example of plan, strategy. Okay, guys, you will get a book. Okay, when the class begins, you will get a book, and you will read that book. And we do not discuss right now questions which will be discussed 5, 6, 7, 10 sessions down the road. Okay, and if you need an example of a plan, you just, I mean, you can Google, really. I mean, there are lots of stuff like that in there. Okay, guys. So I think we are done for today. Let me finish this session, and then I will produce the video, and it will be there on that lasth.online homepage. It will be there within an hour. So guys, thank you very much. It was my pleasure to entertain you today. So I'll talk to you Thursday this week. Thanks.